In the heart of Lego, there existed a village called Ezin, which meant good mother. The villagers revered their nurse, Ngozi, as if she were a guardian spirit. Her beauty was captivating, her skin is the color of rich mahogany and eyes like pools of dark honey. However, her beauty belied a wickedness that ran deeper than the roots of the ancient baobab tree. Ngozi's hut stood at the edge of the village, surrounded by medicinal herbs and strange concoctions. She claimed to heal the sick, but her methods were unorthodox. She whispered incantations, brewed potions, and danced under the moonlight. The villagers whispered that her cures came at a price, a piece of their soul, a fragment of their joy. One moonless night, a young girl named Edeora fell ill. Her fever raged, and her parents feared the worst. Desperate, they carried her to Ngozi's hut. The nurse welcomed them with a smile, her teeth unnaturally white against her dark skin. Ngozi examined Edeora, her fingers tracing invisible patterns on the girl's forehead. She chanted, her voice rising and falling like a distant storm. Edeora's parents watched, their hearts heavy with hope and fear. And then Ngozi spoke, the words of a twisted melody. "I can hear your daughter," she said, "but you must promise me something." The parents exchanged glances. "Anything," they whispered. Ngozi leaned close, her breath cold as death. "Give me your memories, the sweet ones, the painful ones. Let them flow into this jar." Ngozi, the wicked nurse, collects the memories of the villagers and stores them in a glass vessel. She uses these memories to sustain her own power and youth, and to maintain her control over the village. By possessing their memories, she has a deep understanding of the villagers' thoughts, desires, and fears, which she uses to manipulate them. The memories are a form of currency for Ngozi, and she guards them with jealousy, using them to maintain her dominance over the village of Ezin. She held up a glass vessel, its surface shimmering with an otherworldly light. Edeora's parents hesitated. But love for their daughter outweighed reason. They closed their eyes, recalling stolen kisses, childhood laughter, and the scent of rain on red earth. Tears fell into the jar, each dropping a fragment of their past. Ngozi sealed the jar, her laughter echoing through the hut. "Your daughter will live," she said. "But remember, memories are currency. And I am the keeper of deaths." Edeora recovered, her fever breaking like a storm. But she was different, her eyes vacant, her laughter hollow. She had forgotten her parents' faces, the taste of mangoes, and the songs of the birds. The villagers whispered, "Ngozi is a wicked nurse. She steals our souls, our stories." But they dared not confront her. For Ngozi had woven a spell, a web of enchantment that bound them to her. She moved through the village, her steps light as a ghost, her jar of memories hidden in the folds of her skirt. And so, the villagers lived in a haze, the half-life of forgotten joys and muted sorrows. The baobab tree wept, its leaves rustling secrets. The moon watched, its silver gaze unyielding. But one day, a stranger arrived, a mysterious wanderer with eyes like starlight. This stranger who arrived in Ezin was a mysterious and enigmatic figure. The mysterious past of the stranger is a tale worth telling. According to the whispers of the wind and the rustling of leaves, the stranger was once a powerful sorcerer who lived in a distant land. He was known for his extraordinary abilities and his deep understanding of the mysteries of the universe. Legend has it that the stranger was once a member of a secret society of sorcerers who sought to use their powers to control and dominate the world. However, As he delved deeper into the mysteries of magic, he discovered the true nature of his fellow sorcerers and the darkness of their intentions. Horrified by their actions, the stranger turned against his former comrades and used his powers to defeat them. In the process, he suffered a great loss, including the love of his life, who was taken from him by the very people he once called friends. With a heavy heart and a sense of guilt, the stranger wandered the earth, seeking redemption and a way to make amends for his past mistakes. He used his powers to help those in need, fighting against injustice and darkness wherever he found it. Years went by, and the stranger's reputation grew, but he remained a mystery, a ghostly figure, always appearing and disappearing without a trace. Some say he was cursed, others say he was blessed, but one thing is certain: his past continues to shape his present, and his quest for redemption drives him forward. The stranger's arrival in Essen was no coincidence. He was drawn to the village by the darkness of Ngozi's magic and the suffering of the villagers. With his powers and his wisdom, he sought to free the villagers from Ngozi's control and bring peace to the troubled village. The stranger appeared ageless, with a youthful energy and an ancient wisdom in his eyes. He also possessed a deep understanding of the world, its secrets, and the workings of the human heart. He is skilled in the ancient art of weaving and singing, using these talents to create powerful magic to break any spell. The stranger's arrival marked a turning point in their lives, as he brought hope and freedom to the villagers and challenged the wicked Ngozi's reign of terror. His purpose was clear: to break Ngozi's enchantment, release the stolen memories, and restore the villagers' souls. With determination burning in his gaze, he challenged the wicked nurse, unraveling her web of deceit and weaving a new thread of hope for Essen, the village of Good Mother. The stranger sang the weaver's song, the moon's lament. And the memories spilled forth, the taste of mangoes, stolen kisses, and childhood laughter. The villagers wept, their souls returning like lost birds. Edeora embraced her parents, her eyes bright with recognition. And Ngozi, the wicked nurse, faded into mist, her jar shattered, her enchantment broken. After her enchantment was broken, Ngozi's powers began to wane, and her control over the village of Essen was finally broken. She was no longer able to manipulate the villagers or maintain her hold on their memories. As the villagers regained their memories and realized what had happened, they were filled with a mix of emotions: anger, sadness, and betrayal. They had been under Ngozi's control for so long, and they had suffered greatly at her hands. Ngozi, realizing her powers were gone and her control was broken, was filled with a sense of loss and defeat. She had grown accustomed to the power and control she had over the village, and she didn't know how to cope without it. In the end, Ngozi was banished from the village, forced to wander the earth alone, a shadow of her former self. She was a reminder that even the most powerful among us can fall, and that the consequences of our actions will always catch up with us. The villagers, on the other hand, were finally free to live their lives as they saw fit, to remember their past, and to build a brighter future for themselves and their children. The villagers were incredibly grateful to the stranger for breaking Ngozi's enchantment and freeing them from her control. They thanked him with tears in their eyes, hugging him and embracing him as a hero. This story can be applied to real-life situations, reminding us to cherish our memories, empathize with others, and strive for redemption and forgiveness when we err. And this is the end of my story. Thank you for watching. Please do kindly subscribe, share this video to your friends and loved ones, like and comment.